More than 1 million people a year attend the emergency room with a severe ankle sprain. Hundreds of millions more would have sprained their ankles but never sought help. It affects celebrities, athletes, and to be honest, most of us would have rolled our ankles at least once. My name's Andy Goldberg. I'm a medical doctor, an orthopedic surgeon, and a father to 3 young boys. And in our last video, we spoke about what you can do if you have just sprained your ankle. And if you have just sprained your ankle, then you need to go back and watch that video before you watch this one. In this video, we're going to talk about what to do 4 to 5 weeks down the line once the swelling's come down and you want to start building up strength and getting back to peak performance. So the ankle started off being really swollen and bruised. For a grade 1 or 2 sprain, it may take 1 to say 3 weeks for that. But for a grade 3 sprain, it may take much longer, even up to 6 weeks, to start looking healthier and less swollen. So providing yours is looking like this and you can stand without pain, then you're probably strong enough to move to the next level. So if it's 4 to 6 weeks down the line and the ankle's still more swollen than you'd expect, or it's painful for you to stand on it, then you really do need a diagnosis. And it's possible there are other things that you could have done, like broken the bones on the outside called the 5th metatarsal, or injured some of the tendons like the peroneal tendons on the outside. You may have even damaged the articular cartilage inside the ankle called an osteochondral injury. And all of these things really need a diagnosis. So I'd recommend, if that's the case, you seek expert advice. But assuming this hasn't happened and that you are feeling more comfortable and you want to now start doing some more challenging exercises, why don't we welcome back our expert physiotherapists. 4 to 6 weeks down the line, Tony, what do you recommend we start with?
It's really important that you restore your walking gait early and correctly and make sure that you get your movements right. The important thing is walk well, walk early. I recommend that you make sure you get a good heel-toe gait very early. Make sure that you don't limp on your feet. Heel down, foot flat, off into your toes.
So once you're pain-free walking, we can start doing some weight-bearing exercises. And we're going to start with the classic heel raise. Here we go. So the first exercise we're going to do is a double leg heel raise. So we just push up onto our toes, we lift up our heels as high as we can, and then we slowly lower down. So we take about 2 seconds on the way up and 2 seconds on the way down. And we do 3 sets of 15 of that every day if we can. As that starts to get a bit easier, then we go on to one leg. So we just lift up the heel as high as we can and then back down. For this exercise, we do 3 sets of 10. And again, if you can do this every day, that will really help. But remember, you must be guided by pain. If your pain is getting worse, then it's really important that you speak to a professional.
So you're now 4 weeks in, the swelling's coming down, you're having less pain and you're starting to do more, but you're not quite there yet. So what can you do? Do not forget about your balance stuff. And I think it is every single time you make a cup of tea, every time you have a wee, every time you brush your teeth, you stand on your leg for 30 seconds and get your balance going. That is one of the key important things. But also it's now to make sure you've got good flexibility, you've got good strength, you've got good control and power. So I would actually grab a tennis ball, okay? And this is a muscle that sits on the inside, okay? Tennis ball, squeeze it between your heels. So very deliberately kind of squeezing it, and I'm then going up and down on tiptoes, okay? I'm looking straight forwards, I'm hanging on for a bit of support or no support if you want to, and go as high as you can. So you go up, slowly, down, slowly. Really squeeze together. Go up, slowly, down, slowly.
Get your functional movements going as soon as you can. Squat well and equally on both legs. And practice that. Then do some lunges. Lunge onto the leg, control, and off. And do a few of those in order to get your movement going and restore the function to the whole body. The important thing is to get the movement and the action of the ankle back to normal as quickly as you can.
This is the next exercise to make you work that a little bit harder. So grab a box, grab a stair, grab a book, anything you can step up onto, and I'm going to show you how it's done. You're going to place your foot on that box. Think about from your heel all the way to the tip of your head. Push through, standing all the way up, nice and tall, and then gently lower down. If you need someone to count for you, you're aiming for 10. So push through that heel, come all the way up, and gently back down. It doesn't matter what you're doing this on, it's all about making sure that those muscles are working hard and we can get you back to normal function.
Now, it's really important that we keep strengthening the foot because we need to make sure this doesn't happen again. Now, by now, hopefully, you've got yourself a band. Otherwise, you can still use your tights or your long socks. Basically, you just put the band around your foot, just kick the band down with your other leg, hold nice and tight here, and then you can just turn the foot out, keeping the knee nice and still. Try and do 10 repetitions, and if you could do 2 to 3 sets, that would be really cool. The next set, you need to just cross this leg over the other leg, push it down, and then look, you can turn in. Again, 2 to 3 reps of 10 would be great for this exercise.
Okay, these are really good functional exercises. So what's next? Jess?
Let's work on your balance. So get creative, pick up cans, you can pick up small objects. It's all about making these exercises interesting. So we're going to work on your balance and we're going to get you back to normal function as quick as we can. So what you're going to do, come and have a stand up with me. Standing on that sore foot, I want you to really think about working hard and just take your time, tapping around in different directions. As I said, get creative, put small objects on the floor, come on down, pick them up, and stand back up. It's all about how long you can spend on that injured ankle. Now, a word of caution. Don't pick up heavy objects. You might end up injuring your other side, just from a little bit of experience.
So the other thing we need to think about at this stage is the recovery of strength. So if we've done a little bit less because it's been painful, we may have got a little bit weaker in the muscles and we need to strengthen them up, get them moving, and also combine a little bit of balance in with that exercise if we can, make it challenging. So if, like throwing a cushion up and down, but balancing on one leg, or we could just do balance and hold, going up on tiptoes, something like that. So that's probably not 4 weeks, but that might be a little bit further down the line. Balance, strength, getting you back to walking a bit further and being more comfortable.
So your final kind of balance exercise, once the cushion gets easier as well, is to stand on one leg on the floor, have your arms out in front of you, and rotate. Okay, so rotate gently all the way to the right, and then back to the center. You'll find that the ankle is wobbling, so is mine, but that's the whole point. You want to challenge it. And then go round to the left, go to the other side, whichever side you started, and back again. Repeat that 5 times. This is harder than it looks, guys. There you go.
And finally, Matt, how can we get a spring back in our step?
You can start to hop on, control it, go backwards. Hop on, control it, go backwards. Hop on, control it, hop out towards the side and come backwards. Lunge on, control it, hop this side. Okay? So don't forget these backs and forwards things because your ankle's designed to not only go back and forward, but change direction and different circles. Start really small and then get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Love it. And how often?
How often? 3-4 times a day. You've got all the time in the world, so why not? Get it right now to make sure that when we're free, you can run as you want to.
A warm thank you to our truly amazing expert physiotherapists. These really are some excellent lessons on how to get back onto your feet after an ankle sprain. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear your comments and suggestions for new videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.